All right, I'm live. Okay, so let me go up here to comments. I'm in comments. So if you have any comments, go ahead and leave them. I'm a minute early. So, what we're doing every day, Monday through Friday, 12 noon Mountain Time. And that would be 2 p.m. Eastern. That would be 11 a.m. Pacific and 1 p.m. Central Time. Okay. Every day we're coming. You can ask me any question. It can be about our stabilized chlorine dioxide tablets, our synergy products, anything about marketing, business growth. You might want to do private consulting. You might have questions about videos, how to produce videos, those kind of things. It could be related to odor, to mold, to water damage, any of these things, right? Allergens. It doesn't matter what it is. Now, I don't see any questions yet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait like 1 minute and then I'm going to talk about a subject. And if I get questions about something else, I'll stop and I'll answer that question when I'm done talking about what I'm talking about. So I like to give it a little time for people to log in and get in there. And remember, you can't ask a question unless you approve the StreamYard to see your name, right? So that you got to give them permission that so I can see who you are. And you don't have to even put your name in there. You just got to give them permission. You can just be the dude or the gal or whatever you want to be, right? But in order to ask me a question, you got to accept that. And then I can see your questions over here on the right side. And I can answer those as they come in. What I can't do is I can't comment myself on the comment section. You have to ask questions and I can answer them, okay? Because otherwise I'm down here typing. So it's 12:01, okay. I don't see any questions. So let's talk about this then. We're going to start like this. Oh, Joe, what makes your CLO2 better than others? Well, a couple of things, okay? Now, one thing is this. You know that I've worked with a lot of different chlorine dioxide products. I've been involved in this for about 6 years now. I mean, heavily involved. And, I used to sell Beckert's products and some other stuff, some other products that I've looked into in the market, not only here, but in Canada and abroad, right? I've looked at all of them to see what they're all made of. The difference is this. Number one, most chlorine dioxide has the wow factor. And the wow factor means like it's very acidic, like Beckert's is 1.98 pH. And the reason for that is that tablet dissolves extremely quickly. So it's, wow, look how fast that it dissolved. But there's a bad part to that also, right? It's not a stabilized product. So ours is 6.5 pH. As you know, neutral is 7 pH. So ours is much closer to a neutral state. That makes it much safer. Less chance to bleach things. It's just a safer product. Then we got to deal with what really gets rid of odor, what part of the ingredients get rid of allergens, bacteria, all this kind of stuff, right? And it's the sodium chloride part of the chemical makeup, because there's an acid. When they come together with the sodium chloride, that's what creates the gas, right? You got to have all that. Ours is a 24% sodium chloride. Most products out there, I'll take one for example. Now Beckert's were between 10 and 15%. We're 24%. Okay. I know ProCure has a product that's 25 grams that you can gas with, and it's 16% sodium chloride. Now don't get it mixed up with their 30% sodium chloride, which is their liquid version, where they make a liquid. They have a higher sodium chloride for the liquid. And that's pretty strong, 30%, right? So anyway, so there's that. But as far as gassing goes, we're one of the strongest out there in the country that I know of, as far as 24% sodium chloride. I hope that answers your question there. And it's not just that. When I talk to the chemist, Michael Martin, when we talk, he says it's like comparing an apple to an orange. We have buffers that the other companies don't. It's sort of like we made an orange, they make an apple. So there's no real comparison in quality or the type of chlorine dioxide that we're using. The only thing that's common is the sodium chloride, which ours is 24%. Sodium chloride is sodium chloride. It's all the other little things you put in there to try to make a product that costs them less so they can make more profit. Okay. That's how it was explained to me anyway. Okay. All right. So that looks like the only question so far. So let's do this. Why not start at the bottom? Question about EnviroTab home care tablets. Okay. Hey, Now, I'm not saying that I have like superpowers, but EnviroTab home care kit I had in my hand. That is a trip. Okay, so that's a really good question. Now, you're not going to see it as well as I can because I'm using a green screen. That's how I have the red background, and there happens to be like some green in here, so it kind of like comes through invisible, right? Home care. So let's talk about this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and open this one up, and I'm going to tell you all the uses. So when you get it, it's going to have all these tablets inside. I know it's kind of hard to see this, right? Because I'm using a green screen. But then there's this pamphlet that you get in there, the home care kit. There's this pamphlet that comes in it. And it's got all of these uses. It's like 20 something uses. And when you open it up, it's on both sides. Well, one side is in Spanish, one side's in English. This is English side because I don't read Spanish. But man, hard surface cleaning, right? Pet deodorizer, washing machine refresher, coffee machine descaler, fruit and vegetable wash and soak because it gets all the dirt off, right? And it also protects that fruit and vegetables. If you do that and put it back in the fridge, chlorine dioxide, of course, kills bacteria, which makes things wilt, right? Cutting board and silverware deodorization treatment for ice chest coolers, cleaning and deodorizing for beauty salon utensils. So, you know, all those utensils that they use in a beauty salon, you can clean those and sanitize them before you use them on somebody else, right? It's a dishwasher cleaner, shower tub and tile cleaner, remove mild stains and odors from mold and mildew, heavy duty deodorizer, refrigerator crisper preservative, okay? It's a garbage disposal deodorizer, ice machine cleaner, man, toilet tank and bowl descaler. It goes on. Humidifier cleaner. I use it in a humidifier so I can breathe the chlorine dioxide in the air. Now, a lot of people will use a 4-gram tablet in a gallon. I like using a 1 gram because it's less chlorine smell. And so I'm happy with that for myself. I put it in a gallon of water and run my humidifier. Right. Especially in Colorado in the wintertime, we're like 5% humidity. I wanted to read something here real quick where I saw this one thing. Where's that crisper one? Where'd it go? There it is. Refrigerator crisper preservative. Okay, mix in a bottle as described in the home care kit, right? Instructions. Cut a new sponge to fit in an open plastic and glass container. Completely soak the sponge with the solution, the chlorine dioxide, 1 gram, right, in a gallon of water or a quart. And solution, place container in the back of the crisper. The sponge will help control spoilage and extend the life of fruit and vegetables. So what the sponge is doing is letting off low amounts of chlorine dioxide. That's a great idea, right? That's a pretty good idea. I've never seen that one on here, and I read that. So it does that. Okay, so another thing about this, if you're not in the market to buy a whole pail, this is a pail. I know you can't see it because I'm on a green screen. This is a pail. There's 420 1-gram tablets in here. Extremely inexpensive to make this product, right? If you don't want to buy a whole pill, you can buy our home care kit that has 24 tablets in it instead of 420, okay? So that's something to know. And I'm going to go into something real quick. So on the box, use for dishwasher cleaner. What do you do with the tab? Okay, so what I would do with the tab, you know how you put your soap? You know you put your soap in the little thing in the dishwasher? I'd put a 1-gram tab in that and let it run through a cycle with nothing in there. That's how you would do it. You just let it open up like it should when it's full of water. And as it's washing, it's going to deodorize the inside of that and descale the inside of that dishwasher. So the same place you put your soap and you close that thing up, then you close it and turn it on, do it the same way. Okay? I hope that answers that question. Now, we were talking about ChitaShield yesterday, remember, and all the uses of ChitaShield, like it's an anti-allergen, an anti-static, it sanitizes surfaces, it gets rid of odors. There's so many different bacteria, so many different uses. When you're mixing our ChitaShield Plus 2-to-1, and 2-to-1 doesn't mean you got to make a gallon. You can have, this is like what is this, an 8-ounce bottle right here? This is an 8-ounce bottle. You could take 16 ounces of water, 8 ounces of China Shield, and now you have your product 2 to 1, 2 parts water, 1 part China Shield. Remember, if you're going to make, so let's say we're going to make a gallon, I would do 2/3 gallon of water first. And look, I like using distilled water because it doesn't have all the other chemicals in it from the water plant. Everywhere you drive around your city, my city, whatever, the water is different in different places, depending on where they're getting it, what well, and is it hard, is it soft, what is it, what kind of chemicals are in it, are they good, are they bad? Remember, when you use distilled water, there's nothing in there. You have a palette that has nothing in it, so your product's going to work the best it possibly can because it's not fighting against all the chlorine that's in water. So we can actually drink it. I don't drink faucet water. I buy bottled water, but you start with distilled water, 2/3 of a gallon, 1/3 of a gallon of China Shield. In that 2/3 of a gallon, you're going to drop 1 tablet of our chlorine dioxide in there, a 1 gram tablet in there. And now then you're going to add your China Shield. Of course, you're going to mix it up and you're going to use that product. Okay, so now you have something that instantly gets rid of allergens, instantly deodorizes because it has that chlorine dioxide in it. And remember, once the chlorine dioxide dissipates, it evaporates, it stops doing its job. So the China Shield is left behind as a continuous protector on any surface, carpet, furniture. I mean, you're not going to put it on windows and the screen of your computer. You got to be smart about it. But all these different places you can put it on walls, ceilings, furniture, carpet, everywhere, right? Hardwood floors, it doesn't matter. Let it dry on the floor, and then it's ready to walk on. And just like when I was interviewing Michael about the China Shield, it actually works better when it's wet. Okay, so these are great products to use together. I mean, they're great products. Okay, so there are use instructions inside home care box. Read instructions for a dishwasher. Okay, let me do that. Let me see what it says. So I might be wrong, but that's probably how I would have done it, but I'll read it. Okay. So I misspoke most likely, right? But if I was going to do it, that's Spanish. Let me find the one for the dishwasher. Washing machine, fruits and vegetable, cigar humidor. Wow, it does all of this stuff. This is really cool. Dishwasher. Okay. Mix in a trigger or squirt sprayer as described in the HCA instructions, and spray the upper and lower jet arms with the solution. Spray the other areas where the white discoloration or detergent film or lime deposit has appeared or is beginning to appear. Unscrew the spray nozzle, pour the rest of the bottle into the bottom of the dishwasher, and run a normal cycle through with no detergent. Well, I was pretty close. I was going to put it in there. I wasn't spraying those things. I guess if you're going to spray that, it's going to make it a little bit stronger on there. I would probably try it by putting it inside where you put the soap and just let it do its thing like it says right here, right? So it just says pour it in the bottom of the water. I'm going to run it through the whole cycle. And I think both ways are good, but yeah, we can read this, right? Home care kit and Chido together make a great one punch for keeping mold away in shower. Absolutely, man, because, okay, so think about this. You have China Shield. It wards off mold, right? It's not letting mold regrow on the surface. So if you're doing a small spritz after you take a shower and just kind of wiping it, you're continuously cleaning all that stuff off, and you never have to deal with scale and you know how showers can get icky if you don't clean them all the time, and mold grows inside the grout, especially in corners, because water will pool in a corner like by a bathtub or something like that. So you'll get more mold growth there. But yes, use our product, have it in the bathroom. We use it for an air freshener in the bathroom. It's a great product, right? So there's more uses than what you see on this paper right here. There's more things like I was saying, I put it in a humidifier so I can breathe it. So it's continuously running and it's always keeping our air sanitized. And that really, so if there's, how we're going to use China Shield on walls and carpet, and we're going to deal with allergens, right? Bacteria, molds. Well, if you're also using a humidifier and it's continuously getting it into the air, it's killing it in the air before it even gets to that wall or the carpet. So you're really protecting the house at that point. And a 1 gram tablet's going to last like 2 days in the humidifier running most of the day and night, because I've tested it on mine. I turn mine down low. I don't need it like blowing out real fast. And we use a couple of them so we can reach our whole house, right? And my mom's lives in the basement, and so we have that there, and we have it upstairs. So we're really taking care of our air up here also. Okay, any other questions on that? Those are great questions, by the way. Thank you so much, Facebook user. See how somebody put their name in there. I don't know who they are, and they just put it in there. They're under Facebook user. We don't know who they are. They just accepted it and called themselves Facebook user. It's simple. I think that's how they did it, because otherwise it would have a name there of who it is, and it would have a picture of that person. Like if I was going to leave a comment, it would have my Facebook profile picture up there, which I'm fine with, right? I don't care who knows me. But, all right, so we talked about these, right? And all of our tablets, be it a 1 gram, a 4 gram, a 10 gram, a 20 gram, a 100 gram, they all do the same thing. It's just you mix it in more water. It's the bigger the tablet, the more water like if you're doing, let's say you're cleaning cigarette smoke in a house. Well, I'd probably use a 20 gram in a 5-gallon bucket. I make 5 gallons up at a time. And then I would add my soil break to that at 2 ounces per gallon. So I put 10 ounces in there with the chlorine dioxide for a 20 gram. And now I have a lot of cleaner that I can pour into my little bucket that I'm wringing out, right? To keep that one clean. You're not going to be dumping your mop back into there, the mops here, whatever you use for the walls and things like that. 1 gram low parts per million is safe to use and great for fruits and veggies. Yes. So, I like the idea of being really, really safe. You don't need a lot for allergens or sanitizing. Now, when we're dealing with odors, that's a whole different thing, right? We need something stronger. That's why we're gassing. And we might even make a stronger solution on walls if they're really bad, right? We might add maybe we do a little more than a 20 gram, right? Maybe we use 20 grams and make it a much stronger product, right? Instead of 100 parts per million, right? We double that. And so we get up to that, because if you put it in 1 gallon of water, a 20 gram, you have 500 parts per million. That could feasibly bleach carpet. Okay. So you don't want to do that. You want to be safer there. Now, for cleaning tile, concrete, I like using 100 gram and like 2.5 gallons of water, because it doesn't matter. You're not going to bleach that. You want it really strong. In fact, you want it strong enough where it's actually gassing off of that subfloor, right? So, so that's important. Any other questions on this? And right, fruits and vegetables. That's what I use 1 gram for that. We have a bucket of it, right? And we use it for a lot of things. I put it in spray bottles. It's in the bathroom. It's under the kitchen sink. I use it for cleaning. We have a lot of great products in the Synergy line, and we're going to be getting into that as the days go on. Like, remember, I'm doing this every day, Monday through Friday at 12 noon. So there's a lot that we can talk about. And I figure this is going to grow. The more people that know about it are going to want to get on and ask their question. You might have a marketing question, right? You might be working with somebody and you just want to know if they're doing it correctly. You might just want to ask a question. I'm not going to try to sell you anything unless you want to be sold. This isn't about that. I'll give you advice. I'll give you information. And if you think, Craig and I are a great fit for your marketing, then you're going to want to talk to us outside of this, right? Maybe you want to grow your business and you want to expand, because I've been there. I know how to expand. And, business is different now, though. And when I had my restoration company, it was pre-COVID. It's way different now, getting employees and keeping people, because we live in a different world and it's getting kind of scary out there. And I know it is. And I'm working with several people to try to get past all that. Okay. And then you might want some private consulting. And, we do that. What's the shelf life of 1 gram and 16 ounce bottle mix? 1 month, 30 days. So you want to mix it and let it, you don't want it to go over 30 days. And remember, when you're using a bottle, something opaque is always better. Now, because you don't want sun getting to something that's clear, because that degrades chlorine dioxide. So you're going to keep it under the sink anyway. You might as well just use an opaque bottle. So sunlight, even when you're using it outside of under your cabinet, it keeps working real well, right? So it's a 30-day shelf life. So that's pretty good with a 16-ounce bottle. I get that. There's a lot of things that we can talk about, and what really gets me is this. Craig and I went on this adventure. We saw these products. Of course, I've been dealing with ACEs and working with them for years, right before I left and did this. It's a very interesting product, but what's really interesting to me is how much of the market doesn't even know it exists. When I'm talking to carpet cleaners that have been in business 28 years and they've never heard of chlorine dioxide, this is like, a couple of months ago. And I'm thinking, wow, I would think everybody would know about this, because all these different companies, Procure is in Interlink, or they're in Jon-Don, and you got these other products in Interlink. It's everywhere. But maybe they don't know what it's for, and they've heard the horror stories of bleaching whole houses of carpet. And yes, that can happen, but I can tell you this: if you learn how to do it the correct way and you use our product, that's much safer. Now, in 6 years, I know of 4 people out of thousands of jobs now, because all these people doing these jobs, that actually had a problem with carpet, and it was because they didn't listen to us, right? And we have a waiver if you miss something that protects you. So you can ask about that also. Remember, you could always get a hold of us, and you could always, here, let me just put this up real quick. I'll show this. There it is. So you can always get a hold of us anytime, right? You can call me 970-817-1248. Email me if you got questions and you want to get together on a private Zoom at joecravellosorensen@gmail.com. So JOECRI, V as in Victor, ELLOSORENSEN@gmail.com. And I'm happy to help you out, and I'm happy to get a hold of you and help you with whatever question you might have. I'm blown away that the majority of people that don't understand chlorine dioxide is probably 75% of the market. We're barely touching the market. So that's my job here. Ask Joe anything every day. I'm hoping to expand this to the market. Now, remember, we have master dealers throughout the US and Canada, right? So we can get stuff to you quicker. There's people that are in your area that can help you. If you're watching this and you need help, you just go to EnvirotizeSolutions.com, and I'll have the link below here, and you pick the state that you live in, and you'll go right to whoever that master dealer is, and you can talk with them. Anything you have, whatever you got, you might want to buy product. We do this all the time. Of course, you're always welcome to call me and get consultation from me before you even call one of our master dealers. Maybe you're comfortable with talking to me more. So we just don't want you to lose out on how great this is, how inexpensive our products are, and how well they work in your business. Restoration companies are using it like crazy. Carpet cleaners are using it like crazy. It's a perfect product. And now with China Shield and the sealer, our new sealer that we got, man, we're unstoppable in the pet odor elimination industry. I mean, it's a huge industry. It's a huge market for all of you. Let's see. And Craig Berry just put the EnvirotizeSolutions.com Find My Dealer right there. You can see it in the chat. Just copy that down so you have it. And somebody said opaque bottle. An opaque bottle is, this is opaque. Oh, that doesn't look good. Man, everything's green. Do I have anything that's not green? Anyway, you can't see through it. Okay, it's opaque. Both of these are green. I can't believe what the black part is. This is opaque. This is opaque. You can't, it's not clear. You can't see through it, so the sunlight can't get to my water on the inside. Okay, that's opaque. If that's, maybe that's the question you're asking. And so at full retail cost, $1.33 for 16 ounces is great value. Absolutely it is, right? Like, that's really cheap when you look at the other products on the market that are like $5-6, right? And this is completely safe. I mean, it's like salt water. Now, when we're gassing, of course, it's dangerous because we're at very high parts per million per square per square, per cubic foot. That's what I was trying to figure out. We're at very higher concentrations than we're supposed to be, so you can't breathe it. But once it does its job, so think about it, its half-life. It grabs the odor, it grabs an allergen, it grabs bacteria, whatever's in the air that's bad, it grabs it, it removes those electrons, and so basically it kills it from the inside out. And then the chlorine dioxide reverts to a salt. So there's no more odor because it's a salt. When you smell chlorine dioxide at the end of a job, it's because there was not enough bad stuff in the air for it to attack to completely exhaust itself. So that's why you still smell it. That's why we go in with distilled water and fog like really quick, because whatever's left, it's water loving. Gas it doesn't want to be a gas. Chlorine dioxide does not want to be a gas. It wants to be in water form. So it's going to go to that distilled water and it's going to dilute itself and be a salt without the odor. That's how you get rid of the odor. It works most of the time, not all the time, and who knows why? Only God knows why, but most of the time it does work. Okay, how often will you be updating the website with new products such as EnviroSil? Well, so we're testing EnviroSil right now, right? So once we know it's the product of choice and it works every time, and now we've used it on a few jobs, people are using it, we've had success. So probably a couple more jobs we'll put EnviroSil on the websites. We don't want to just throw something out there and sell it without all the data. Of course, our chlorine dioxide products, we have a lot of data, right? Because we've been doing this for a long time. So that's very simple. We got 4 more minutes. Answer my question. Somebody asked me a question and he says, answer my question. I don't see the question. That would be John Sweeney. I don't see the question, John Sweeney. You have to accept StreamYard's invitation to leave a comment. Otherwise, I can't see your comment. It's not on there. I'm not seeing it until you accept it. Okay? You got it. Oh, I already answered the question. Did I already answer the question, John? Write the question in my text message, John, because I don't know which question. Oh, you must be a Facebook user. I answered all those questions. Did I answer all your questions, John? You know what's cool about live? Even if I make a mistake, you get to see it, right? Like, man, and I'm sure a lot of you are sitting on the edge of your seat thinking, God, make that mistake, make a mistake. Yes, great job. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. He did answer that. Okay, so, I love doing this. This is a great platform to get with anybody that might want to, they might have a question, or they want to maybe do some private consulting. We can talk about all that stuff, right? And it's a great place to be. If I'm here every day, it's going to grow. If I stop doing it, it's going to shrink, right? So I'm just here every day. If nobody's in there asking questions, I'm going to talk about a product like I did today. So tomorrow, I'm going to bring the 4 gram out. We're going to talk about that unless you have questions. Okay, so we got 3 more minutes. I'm going to make sure I stayed to that 30 minutes because just like you, we're all busy. And you know that you can use your phone. You don't have to be on a computer to watch me. You can watch it right there on your phone, ask questions right on your phone. You can actually be at work, take a snack break, take a lunch break, do something. And if you have questions, ask it. This is a great place to get those questions answered because, as you know, all of us are extremely busy. It's hard to answer the phone when we got this many clients and we're helping this many people. There's only one of me, right? And then, we got Craig working on the other end. And I do have people that help inside Facebook that answer questions that have a lot of experience. If you got questions about, I saw that every day. Oh my God. No, not every day, but Monday through Friday. Because I can do it on my phone too. I don't even have to be on my computer, but it's a lunch break, man. If I'm going to do something like go to a coffee shop, I'm going to do it after 12:30. I love doing this. I think it's extremely important that I'm here every day to help everybody out and to get people used to using our products, and especially help all of our master dealers get things going really well because they all want to help you also, right? We're all here to help you grow your business. No, you've seen our prices. We're not here to get rich, right, on you. We're here to help you and help expand your business and help grow your business. The cool thing about how Craig and I have this ad agency, and I have a chance to talk to all these different business owners, not only here in the US, but Canada, Australia, all these different places, I get a feel for how business is right now, post-COVID. And because I'm talking to everybody and seeing what's working over here, what's not working over here, I gain all this knowledge where I can help each individual person because I get knowledge from everybody. That, you know, people are trying things, how they can do it. Jeff Kuntz was on last night. He was talking about how he hired this employee. In fact, what he didn't say was he spent $500 to get this employee that lasted a couple of days. The person was no good. He just hired another person. He's never seen it like this in his life. Other contractors are saying the same thing because now you got these people coming into your business saying, you know, like they want twice the money or they're going to go somewhere else. So we all got to figure this out together, right? And make this work for each other. So we're all doing well because we all provide a really good service and we want to help people. That's what we're in business for. Thank you all so much for being here today. I really appreciate you showing up. And thanks, Craig, for putting EnviroTideSolutions.com, find my dealer. This is all important stuff. Okay. So thank you. And think about what questions you might have tomorrow. If I get no questions, we're going to move up the line. 1 gram, 4 gram, 10 gram, 20 gram, 100 gram. Okay. All right. Bye-bye, you all. I'm going to end this now.